Hello and welcome back to my channel, The A Word and Me. My name is Alana and today's video is a sort of reflective video on my experiences at university. Before I came to university, one of the things that I was really anxious about was Freshers Week, and I knew a couple of people who were at York, so I sent them a really long list of questions all about Freshers Week and moving in and things like that. And I was scrolling through my old notes on my phone and I found all these questions and I was like, I've got to make a video where I answer these questions. Now I know they're not really relevant to May at the moment because, you know, Freshers Week isn't until like September, October, but I thought it would be a nice way to like reflect on how far I've come and grown as a person. And actually these worries that I had, I think they were very rational, and at the time I was like, oh, I feel these are really irrational and like things that I don't need to be worried about, but I think actually I didn't need to be worried about them as such, but I think they were like important and healthy worries to have. So sorry for my little ramble, but I hope you find this video nice, and if you know me, like hopefully it'd be nice to see how, like for you to see how I've grown and everything. So my first question was a bit of a random one, but when do I do my first food shop for the week? So I did a massive shop at Sainsbury's about an hour before I moved in. But yeah, definitely do your shop before you come to uni, but like don't buy like a horrendous amount. I'd say buy enough. Is it the norm for everyone to go out every night? No, I think you would crash and burn and die. It's like way too much. So for me, in my freshers experience, I went out clubbing twice during Freshers Week, and there were a couple of like on-campus events that I did. There was only like 2 nights where I actively didn't go clubbing or do stuff, and that was to CUDA and Fibbers. They were 2 clubs I didn't go to in Freshers Week, but apart from that I did the 2 other club nights and like other on-campus stuff. I think if you were to go out every night, you would honestly like die. Like people were saying like, yeah, I plan to go out every night, and they like honestly didn't. You just genuinely get exhausted because you're in a new environment, and then to be like going out late every night, like you're gonna struggle. That being said, my friend Llewellyn, he went out like every night for like 2 or 3 weeks. That's what he claimed he did. I don't know if he actually did. So he managed to do it, but I think he was a very, very big exception. But yeah, like you go out when you want to go out, like don't feel like pressured to do anything. Like there were times when I was just like, do you know what, tonight I don't want to go out, and that was okay, and people were like, come on, come on, come on, go out, and I was like, do you know what, no, I don't want to tonight, and eventually like they shut up and they respect you. I think it's just important to stick to what you want to do. Don't let people pressure you into doing things, because they will encourage you to go out, but like eventually they'll like understand and respect it, which is like cool, and what is really important, and they're the kind of friends that you need that respect your boundaries and what you want. The next question that past me asked myself was how to tell people that I struggled with loud noises. The way I kind of did this was very subtly. One day was I was in the kitchen and then I left and I came back with my noise cancelling headphones, and I explained to someone, I said, look, these are just noise cancelling, still talk to me, I can still hear you. And they just asked me why I had them on, and I explained and said I'm really sensitive to loud noises, and sometimes when it's just getting a bit too much for me I put them on so that I can still be in the room but, you know, take that nasty edge off. And I think that's kind of what started it, and the people that I kind of got on with better, I just ended up telling them quite early on, do you know what, I actually really struggle with loud noises, a bit worried about this, a bit worried about that, and they really understood. It just kind of came into conversation. You kind of just naturally feel able to tell people, hopefully. If you don't, you don't. The next thing was how to tell people that I had autism and ADHD. I don't really remember when people found out. I think you just end up bringing it into conversation really. So you just say like, oh yeah, because of my ADHD, because of my autism, rather than explicitly saying, hello, my name's Alana, I have autism and ADHD. But I think it's something that you should only tell people if you feel comfortable sharing with it. I admittedly did have some problems with things people said about me having autism. Like, a lot of people in my old flat would make jokes about it, and so I would just urge on the side of caution that, like, I feel like bad saying you should suppress it, but I had people, I think one girl turned around and said to me, oh Alana, I just want to let you know that we're not making fun of your autism, we're making fun of Jim's autism. And I was like, no, that's not right, because making fun of autism is wrong, doesn't matter who you're directing it towards or not. So that really upset me. So I just said, like, be careful, like, I don't want to have to say that, and like, you should be really open about it, but I think if you're in an environment where people are making fun of it, be careful what you say, and like, so what I'm saying basically is, if people are making fun of autism and you hear them making fun of autism, I think in that situation actually don't tell people you have autism, unless you want to say, look, I have autism and actually that's upsetting me, can you please stop? If you feel able to do that, then by all means do. But if you know that's the kind of people they are, I found the university here, the college I was in, was very poor at dealing with kind of when I say people are making fun of autism, and that really annoys me. So whereas to kind of put a positive spin on, or a light on, the college I have now, we had fire drills today, and I saw the college administrator and the assistant head of college outside my house, and I was like, I'm really sorry, but I really don't like loud noises. When is it going to come so I can prepare myself? And they were like, actually, do you know what, we're going to do it now, just leave the building and sit in the forum and whatever. And I came back and they said, okay, just so you know, we need to do these 3 blocks fire drill as well, you know, you can obviously go back in the forum. The forum is like an open space for everyone to go into in the college. Or they said, oh, just go back into your flat and like put some headphones on. And they were like amazing about it, which like I just want to share on here, like, because I thought that was like a really positive thing and a really kind thing that they did, to be honest. This one I think is such an open-ended question. It was, what do we do at Freshers? Like, what do we do during Freshers? And I think it really depends on the university. So my kind of Freshers experience, the first few days I found were very structured, with the university giving you things to do, things that you need to attend, and then in the evening they'll put some activities on. But then towards the end of the week it becomes very much relaxed. Like, the activities that are put on, you don't really have to attend like you did to the other ones, and you don't, you kind of have made some form of friendships by that point, that you kind of feel able to do things. So I went to the library a couple times just to explore, see what it was like. Went into town a couple of times for some drinks, or just to have a little like look around. Things like that is what I ended up doing. You also have some time to yourself where you kind of structure accordingly. It's a weird time because you end up having so much time towards the end of the week. Like, you have like no time at the beginning and then loads of time at the end. And this kind of leads me on to my next question of, will I have only any downtime during Freshers? And yes, you will. For me, I found in the very first few days I had very limited downtime. Like, you were constantly busy and doing things, but then by the end it was like a lot chiller. You had like almost too much downtime. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. I have all these hours free, because you have nothing really to do, even though you kind of do have things to do, and so you get plenty of downtime, definitely, yeah. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. It was quite nice to film actually, because I could just see how like much I'd grown as a person, and it was so weird answering my own questions. Like, time has honestly flown so much. Like, the first bit of uni went so slowly because I was like honestly so utterly miserable, but now I'm like absolutely loving it. I love university. Like, I'm so glad I came here. I love it. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video and that you all have a brilliant week, and that it's really sunny here in the UK. but part of me wants it to be raining because then it's like, look at me, I'm in Spain and it's raining in the UK, but it's probably not going to happen. But I think I've noticed like a 5-degree difference or something in temperature. So yeah, have a fabulous week everyone, and if you have exams, you know, they are going to end, push through, persevere, you can get through it all, you're going to be amazing and stars. Yeah, bye bye.